Now we have 6b, which is the other formulation of this, which is a little bit more complicated. For some reason, it's a little bit tougher for folks to grasp typically. And this is logically equivalent to 6a. It just looks different because this time the necessary conditions are the same. But if you took the contrapositive of the evidence and conclusion, you would then have not B as the beginning of each chain. So you would then have the sufficient conditions the same like the previous, but here we don't. So again, we're linking the parts that are different. If we imagine these four variables as a circle, going clockwise, linking the parts that are different, going from C at about, let's say 7 o'clock to A, which is at 11 o'clock, C requires A would get the job done. If we learned as new information C requires A, that combined with the evidence A requires B would form a longer chain, C arrow A arrow B, and then the conclusion of C to B would be justified. And then its contrapositive, of course, would also work.
So in that case, is C just like new evidence, or it's actually part of a conclusion?
C to A is new information. So we're not imposing just the letter C alone. We're imposing a new conditional statement as new information. Because they're asking us for sufficient assumption, what new information, when combined with the evidence, would guarantee the conclusion. So the new information, in some cases, it was a single variable, like in some of the previous formulas. In categories 6A and 6B, it's a new conditional statement itself. So it's specifically this part of the chain that I've just highlighted here. C requires A, if given to us as a sufficient assumption, combined with the already given A requires B, then forms a longer chain, C to A to B. And then the conclusion as a result is fully justified. But specifically, they're asking us only for the sufficient assumption portion, C requires A.
Mm-hmm. And those will be our answer choices, yep.
Yeah, so that will be the answer choice. If you don't see C requires A, then look for its contrapositive, not A requires not C. And that's one way they increase the difficulty level of a question, is not giving it to you cleanly, giving it to you in the contrapositive formulation, which is another layer removed, another step that you have to take in the process. Thanks for tuning into the show. Please subscribe if you haven't done so already to be notified of new episodes as I release them. And feel free to reach out if you need anything at all as you move forward with your prep. I'm happy to help however I can. In the meantime, I'll wish you all the best and take care.